Dear Boomer, you are never too old, and it's never too late. This is the controversial message I bring to you today. I think that a lot of older people, especially in America, think that their life is over after retirement. Many people actually do get very excited after retirement, and they get involved in projects, and they start new businesses, and they do athletic things that they never did before. And that's the kind of people I wish to reach in my message, that you are never too old and it's never too late. As I mentioned, my aunt, when she was 98, took up painting, and she made the most beautiful paintings that anybody had ever seen. And that's the kind of thing that we should look at. She is my aunt, and I know that somehow it's in my genes. But more than that, it's if one person can do it anywhere, it's actually in the collective unconscious of the human species. You are never too old, and it's never too late. I can think of many, many examples of people's mindsets when it comes to aging and how they feel that it is over. I mean, a lot of people don't start projects, and a lot of people don't get up out of their chairs and take walks. And a lot of people do not do what is necessary to stay healthy because they think that they are too old and it is too late. But you are never too old and it's never too late. There are a lot of programs out there that we can utilize, say on YouTube. Lots of YouTube channels are very specific to mindset and how important it is for us to adapt mindsets that help us feel the joy of living, that help us feel the gratitude in our hearts for all things, not only in our life, but in everybody's life, that we draw to us through magnetic force of the heart, and see life in a state of gratitude. Life is, for us, it's a gift to us to love and to be joyful, to enjoy. And in joy, we take on the mindsets of looking forward to the next parts of our lives, which is the exit from this planet. And where do we go? Who are we? Who am I? I guess some people actually believe that when you die, you die. Well, I have never believed that, and I know it's not true. How do I know it? I just know it. When I was a baby, I remember being in my crib about 6 months of age, and suddenly there seemed to be a rising up of my soul. You might say it was an out-of-body experience. This very wise part of myself rose up and looked at the baby in the crib. And I believe, as I remember, I was joined by other souls that were very much wiser than I ever could have been at that moment. But I remember it, and I never forgot it. I think that our potential lies in knowing that there are souls, that we are a soul, and the soul lives on. The body is dropped, and we drop the body, and we move on. And of course, I'm 73. I can feel certain parts of my body kind of being stubborn, you might say. And I take vitamins every day, and I usually take the dogs out for a long walk. And yesterday, I became ill, and I could not take them for a walk. So becoming ill is another thing to be embraced. There's nothing wrong with, suddenly all this online stuff that I've been doing caught up to me. I couldn't really take in any more of the computer or any more of the scrolling and answering people on my iPhone. And I had to let it go, and I had to go lie down and breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And Maso was with me the whole time because he is that kind of guy. He really sticks close to me. And I just love turning out all the lights. I didn't even do any kind of guided meditation on the video. I just breathed and breathed and breathed. So I've been having a wonderful conversation with my niece about these things. She is into breath work, and oh my goodness, there's a interesting crow up there. Talking about breath work and how we don't have to be a victim to our emotions. We are not, I mean, most people are a victim of their emotions. You know, you feel a certain way, and usually those feelings have to do with the past, which is no more. And if you keep thinking about a predicted past, something that you know, you will be throwing that energy into the future, which is very predictable. We need to concentrate on what is unknown. The unknown is a very exciting place to be. And as we embrace the unknown, which is really what happens when you get older, because we don't know what will happen, but it becomes very exciting to know that it's unknown. And that is exciting. No, there's nothing to fear. Those bells, those chimes, by the way, were given to me when my husband passed on. And every time I hear those chimes, I'm supposed to remember him as being here with me now. So they're very loud, but I love the sound of them. They're beautiful chimes. They've held up over a 4-year period, before going on 5 years, because that's when they were given to me. And I know my husband was not afraid to die. He often would speak about it. My brother, who died, was not afraid to die. But it's not, I don't think it's necessary to hold on to your will to live in the process of concentrating on your eventual death. I believe it's time to focus on the moment, knowing, yes, we're going to pass on and we're going to meet the people, probably, I would think, that we love and have admired all of our lives, and our teachers, our gurus, and but in preparation for that, we need to be in the universal flow of life. We have to feel a part of the universe, and that's really hard to do before you retire. If you go to a job and you punch a time clock, it's hard to do when you're in an office space that has no windows. And when you are free from that environment, you are free to be at one with the universe, which is exactly how I felt during the solar eclipse and how I have felt ever since. The eclipse gave me a feeling of being at one with the universe. But at the same time, I felt lonely. I don't think I felt lonely for many, many years. And suddenly I felt lonely and I felt alone. But I think I must have disconnected myself from the universe in that moment, because I was able to, it was nothing is permanent when it comes to your feelings and your emotions. And in a few minutes, I was able to feel the joy of the eclipse again. The eclipse that will never happen again in my lifetime, probably. Unless I live to 110, which anything's possible. Have to keep moving, though. Have to keep getting up and move. And I have to keep making sure I have a dog in my life to move with. And I have a big yard, fenced-in yard here. I have 3 dogs that I'm taking care of, and a parrot. The parrot is, every time I go in, she goes, "Hola, hola." She's a very delightful bird. I gave her an extra dose of orange peels. No, not orange peels, but little orange things, organic oranges that she could grasp and eat, and bananas, and her bird seed. that she gets every day. And she just loves it. She wants me, I think, to stay with her. And I stay as long as I can. I go in and out. Don't let the dogs in. Dogs are not allowed in with the bird, whose name is Jeans. And I'd say she's a genius. So that's Jeans to me means genius. So I'm making my vow today to keep being at one with the universe and the flow that is everywhere, especially in nature, and the greenery that is so, so beautiful. And I want to keep sharing the springtime with you as we commence into the springtime into summer. It's not summer, it's springtime, and it's easy to miss if you're in an office space with no windows. I actually worked in an office space. I worked in a clinic with no windows anywhere for, oh my gosh, I think it was 17 years. We worked with the indigent. I loved the job, and I would go out at lunchtime and rest in the car or take a walk, or maybe at the time I brought a dog and we would take a walk. But it was at that job I saw my first solar eclipse, and it was a beautiful experience. And I wasn't I wasn't that upset by the fact that I had no windows. But it's just in retrospect I realize what that kind of environment can do to you, as well as night shift can do to you. In the healthcare profession, we have had to endure a lot of tragedy, and it's too bad we didn't have the sunlight to help us along the way, especially at night and especially in windowless clinics. But I enjoyed it all, and here I am telling you about it. And life is beautiful. I am very happy to be alive. Please subscribe to this video. I am Kate Loving, Business of Kate Loving, and I am Kate Loving Check. Please subscribe to the video. Thank you. Love you.